Hey, it's Mike again. Welcome to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, current blood sugar again hasn't changed much. We're still 7.8 with 0.75% of calibration still active. I have 0.675 units of insulin currently in my body. I have had another correction while doing the last video, so that's showing here. I'm still staying pretty up and pretty current, so that's a plus. Not really having to worry about anything. Time in range, still looking pretty good. Hasn't changed much since the last. We're at 100%. Still at 6.8. Awesome number. You really have to congratulate yourself if you get these numbers. If you're not, and you keep working at it and you keep progressing up, that's cause for celebration too. If you haven't been able to get to the minimum of 70%, but you keep working at it, that's a win. It's when you don't do anything and you expect everyone else to do it for you, that's when we have an issue. Today, I want to talk to you about, are you a drug dealer? Stay tuned, and we'll be right back, and we'll get going with today's topic. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Have you ever been asked that question? Are you a drug dealer? Or an alternative one is when I went through high school, oh, can you get me needles? No, I don't think I can. Or can you get me good hallucinogenic drugs? I'm a diabetic. I'm not a drug dealer. I have a story. A story that pretty well illustrates this, which could be kind of head scratching on actually how it was handled. The lady who hired me to work for this company, who ended up being my RDO, I think they called it, regional director of operations. And this person knew I was diabetic from day one. I didn't keep it from anyone. In the store I originally was. Didn't even occur to me when I moved stores. I go to work, I take my briefcase. I don't have a private office at this place. I was in a back room with a desk, and that was anyone could come and go through all my stuff. It really didn't work well. If you had to have a private conversation, people could go and sit in the other room and hear what was going on. It wasn't the greatest. But I came in, I put down my briefcase on my desk, and sometime during my shift, I had to go into a different area, but we needed to have safety goggles, and mine were in my briefcase. So I went and got some and put them on. I didn't zip up my briefcase. And my assistant manager came in and talked to someone else, or the two of them were in the back room, knocked over the bag, and one of my insulin needles, at the time I was doing shots, fell onto the floor. Well, this employee was up in arms. Oh my God, he's a drug addict, or worst of all, he could be a drug dealer. Oh my God. And I don't want to be working. I don't think it's safe for us to work here. So this person was freaking out. And with any large corporation, there's signs up. Any concerns, contact HR. And rightfully so, she called HR. And I get this call. I go there to open up. I get this call, and the RDO is on vacation, so they're dealing with me directly. And they say, do you have any concerns with your store manager? And I'm saying, no, I'm actually the store manager. And immediately was, well, why are you bringing syringes into work? I said, because I use it for medication. I'm a type 1 diabetic. Well, we need proof of this. We need you to go and get a doctor's note stating that you are a type 1 diabetic. And I'm going, I told my RDO when I was hired that I am a diabetic. Well, people there are worried that you're a drug addict or that you could be a drug dealer. I'm thinking, where is this coming from? The lady who reported the incident, I have no qualms against her whatsoever. She was doing what she thought was right. She did not want to be working in a store where someone could be dealing drugs, or worse off, shoot up drugs in the back room. Illicit drugs we're talking about. So I had a problem with my assistant manager who knew I was a diabetic, and yet she did not intervene and say, oh, well, he's a diabetic. He had her call, and I think he had designs on taking over the store, and he'd be given the store to manage, and it was his way of going and being taken out of the store. It didn't work. But I said, for some stupid reason, I said, okay, I'll go get the note. But when can you do it? It can't be during work time. Well, I need time to make an appointment to go and get it. Well, we're gonna temporarily suspend you until you bring a note in. This went from, did you have any concerns, to, I need to prove doctor's note that I am a diabetic. Like, who comes down and says, oh yes, I'm a diabetic? Well, granted, drug dealers could bring it in, but sorry, chair's getting a little hard. So I go and produce this. And then they bring another stipulation. Well, we need you to have everything in a lockbox while you're at work. All your personal items have to be in a lockbox. And I said, they are, normally they're in my briefcase. No, because an employee was able to find your syringes, so that's not going to work. And they kept going on and on and on about these syringes, and it's like, really? I'm not a drug addict. I'm a type 1 diabetic who needs insulin injections very frequently throughout the day in order to keep my blood sugar stable. Okay. So it was finally solved. But after that, I didn't stay there for very much longer. Why would you? If you're put under that much scrutiny to prove you are a diabetic, you have to have all your personal stuff locked up. And I said, you don't require that of any other person. People who worked in a different area could keep stuff in their pockets we didn't know about, and we can't ask them to lock up it yet. You're asking, but it's a danger to the staff. Right? Well, first of all, if something came out of my bag, that's my personal property. I think I lasted 3 more weeks and I was out there. I found a new job and left that company. But to this day, I certainly hope they learn how to deal with people. And especially if you are a diabetic, they should not be able to go through. And I brought this up when I left the position, and worker, or back then it was called unemployment insurance, but EI wouldn't allow you to get benefits, and I had to do more paperwork to prove that my boss or human resources didn't really know what they were doing. I later found out that this company, HR people really weren't HR professionals. They were people that were clerks. And they had no training, they had no degree in HR. So you can't really expect them to really train. That was just my experience. Write a comment if you've had experiences where you were not disabled. Oh, I can't think of the word. Sounds like disabled, but where you were ridiculed and embarrassed because you had type 1 diabetes. I know once I hang up this video, I can think of it. But have a great day, and I know this is a short video, but we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye now. Next vlog topic will be Hey, tomorrow's video, or tomorrow's vlog, will be a next installment of getting ready for our Control Day 2025. So stay tuned. We'll look forward to talking to you again. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.